Hey there, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Authenticate Yourself. This is the space where we explore how to master your energy by authenticitating your field so that you can live fully aligned with your core essence, your soul. If you're into that, make sure you follow this channel. Today I want to talk about something I know we've all felt at some point. What is it that's holding us back? Holding us back from following our intuition, from showing up for ourselves, for our visions, from saying yes to our dreams, from simply living as our authentic selves. Have you ever been there? You know exactly what it is you need to do to shift, to heal, to create a life that feels aligned, and yet you don't. You can feel the energy, you can feel the potential, but something simply won't move. So the question becomes, what's holding us up? Now, many fields have tried to answer this: psychology, neuroscience, ancestral trauma, karma, and all of them offer really valuable perspectives. But today, I want to have a look at the question of being held back through a different lens, one that has completely changed how I understand not only this question, but also energy, consciousness, and creation itself. It's the lens of the Salvador teachings. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that this work deeply informs everything I share. And what's so powerful about it is that it doesn't contradict the other models. It complements them. It offers a deeper framework, a framework that Salvador refers to as the energy anatomy, the foundation on which all other patterns rest. So, let's explore this together. According to Salvador, each of us is surrounded by an energy grid, an energy field that nourishes and shapes our physical existence. This energy field is called the matrix, and it consists of three distinct systems: the being matrix, the connection matrix, and the time matrix. And each of these matrices are made up of two pyramids composed of gates and pathways. And at any given moment, depending on your state of consciousness, one of these matrices crystallizes, first in your inner universe, and then projects outward to surround your physical body. That matrix becomes the source of the energy you're nourished by, and the energy from which you create matter, physical reality. So, today, we'll focus on two of them, the being matrix and the time matrix. Let's start with the being matrix. This matrix holds energies that are aligned with your soul's original blueprint, your energy DNA. When this matrix crystallizes around you, your entire field is nourished by energies that are in alignment with the core essence of your soul. Energies of coherence, peace, authenticity, creativity. These are the energies that create authentic matter, the life that feels true to you. The being matrix that holds these authentic energies is activated when you're in a connected state, meditating, walking in nature, or simply feeling gratitude, love, joy. When that's your inner state, the being matrix crystallizes, which means the energy field is activated, and you begin to create your life from your soul's coding. Now, let's look at the time matrix. This one's different. It holds ego RNA, programmed belief codes, often rooted in trauma, disconnection. These are stored in the heart portal of your time matrix. When you're triggered, overwhelmed, stuck in fear or lack, a specific ego code gets activated. That code crystallizes as an energy field around your body. Now you're inside that field of the time matrix, and that's the field you're creating from. Let's say you have the belief, I'm not good enough. I mean, we all know that belief, right? I'm not good enough. That belief sits as a code on your ego RNA. A situation triggers you, the time matrix activates, and now you're surrounded by an energy field that reflects that belief with all of the stories, with all of the memories and emotional data related to that belief. You literally perceive your reality from within that energy field. You make choices from it, you take actions from it, and what happens? You create experiences that confirm the very belief you're trying to escape. That's the loop. But here's the breakthrough. You are not your time matrix. You are consciousness that can actually choose which matrix you create from. Let's take a moment to let that land. You have a choice. Because now, according to Salvador, we are in a new era. For much of human history, the heart gate of the being matrix was closed. We were energetically blocked from accessing the soul plane, and this allowed us to fully experience disconnection, duality, separation. The ego journey we all know so well. But contrary to what we've been led to believe, what we've been made to believe, that human ego journey was authentic. Yes, even the ego experience, the suffering, the pain, were encoded in your energy DNA as part of your soul's authentic expression. Salvador even goes so far to call this experience holy. Why? Because only through the experience of disconnection could we become observers of consciousness, mirrors of oneness. We made the infinite perceivable. We made consciousness consciously experienced. That is what makes the human journey so sacred. But now the heart gate's open. We're no longer required to live in disconnection. We now have access to the higher planes, and that means it's no longer authentic to create from the ego. Our work now is to clear the ego RNA in the time matrix, to reclaim the being matrix, and to realign with the original coding of our soul. Yes, the time matrix still exists. Yes, we still get triggered. But now we know what's happening. We can see the pattern and we can choose. We can choose again. We are in the process of integrating all of the seceded consciousness we created across this and other incarnations. That energy doesn't simply disappear. It lives in the cells of our body, waiting to be seen and felt and released. That's what we're here to do now, all of us, personally and collectively. So when you feel stuck, when fear arises, when you shrink back instead of stepping forward, when you notice that something is holding you up, you're likely inside the time matrix, but you're not broken and you don't have to be fixed. You're just creating from the wrong energy field. So when this happens, pause, breathe, reconnect with your soul, remember who you are, and walk the path of consciousness. Because this is the path humanity is now on, a path on which we're now called for integrating our ego experiences, dissolving disconnected consciousness still stored in the cells of our bodies, clear the old programming from this lifetime and others, because energy doesn't disappear, it transforms, and it's our responsibility to transform it. That's the work, that's the path. And this channel is here to guide you every step of the way. In future videos, we'll explore how to dissolve the ego RNA, how to reprogram your matrix, how to embody and stabilize authentic energy, so that you can live your soul's calling and bring it into physical reality. Thank you for walking this path with me. Thank you to saying yes for remembering who you are. And if this resonates, subscribe so that you don't miss what's coming up next. With all my love, Amri. Hey everyone, it's Wee once again. I wanted to take a moment to share the following with you. Everything shared through this platform arises from a field of trust, transformation, and timeless remembrance. The foundation of this channel rests upon the profound teachings of Salvador, lovingly transmitted through the mediumship of Christiana Hansman. These teachings have not only illuminated my own path, they've shown me that the human journey is not about becoming something new, but about uncovering the authentic essence we've always carried. For nearly a decade, I've had the blessing of walking alongside Christiana, witnessing her integrity, her fierce gentleness, and her unwavering service to this sacred work. She has given herself fully to the call of her soul, and through her surrender, countless others have found resonance, clarity, and healing. This channel is a continuation of that offering, a way to share this frequency of this wisdom with English-speaking hearts around the world. So to Christiana, thank you deeply for being the vessel. To Salvador, thank you for the map. And to you, dear watching, thank you for remembering with us.